Welcome back to another episode of Minute Mysteries. Today we are going to cover 3 murder stories. Fair warning, the top story today is repulsive. If that's not your thing, you have been warned. But if you're a fan of dark mysteries, you've come to the right place. We upload stories every alternate day, and some of them, they will haunt you. So if you're into creepy true crime, unexplained events, and mind-bending murder cases, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss one of our stories. Alright, let's get into the darkness. Story 1. In 2012, in a quiet Japanese suburb near Osaka, residents began to report hearing screams at exactly 3:33 a.m. from a rundown apartment building. The building had been vacant for years, or so people thought. A maintenance worker was sent in to inspect the premises. What he found behind the sealed door of apartment 306 would shock the entire nation. There were hundreds of blood-stained journals, neatly stacked from floor to ceiling. Every page described in disturbing detail the dissection of young women, labeled by date, hair color, and scent. Hidden cameras were later discovered, all live streaming to a deep web chat room titled Red Room Guests Must Bleed. The chat logs revealed usernames bidding in Bitcoin to choose how the victims would be treated. But the killer? He was never found. The last journal entry read, "The door is opening again. She's here. But this time she knows me." Some believe the killer escaped. Others think the Red Room is still running, just moved deeper underground. And here's the question we'll leave you with. What if you've already visited the Red Room without even knowing it? Story 2. June and Jennifer Gibbons were identical twins born in 1963 in Wales. From the outside, they looked like ordinary girls, but they shared a secret. They never spoke to anyone else. Their own parents couldn't communicate with them. They developed a private language and lived in isolation for nearly 2 decades. One day, they began to write violent fiction. All of their stories involved ritual sacrifice, choking, and bloodletting. At age 19, they were arrested for arson after burning down a tractor store. When sent to Broadmoor Psychiatric Hospital, doctors noticed something eerie. Whenever one twin was conscious, the other would appear unconscious, as if they were sharing one life. Then, out of nowhere, Jennifer whispered to a nurse, "It's time for me to die now." Hours later, Jennifer was found dead. Cause: no drugs, no trauma, no health issue. Her heart just stopped. June then began to speak for the first time in her life. When asked what happened, she calmly replied, "We decided. One of us had to go, so the other could be free." Some believe June killed Jennifer with sheer will. Others say Jennifer sacrificed herself. But you tell us, was it murder or something far darker? Story 3. 1997, Detroit. A college student named Alan Bishop vanished while walking home from a night shift. His last known location, a bus stop on 6 Mile Road. The surveillance camera captured him sitting alone at 2:11 a.m. At 2:14 a.m., a tall man in a long black trench coat appears and sits next to him. No conversation, no movement. At 2:17 a.m., Alan turns to the man and then stands up and then walks into the woods. He's never seen again. Here's where it gets strange. Over the next 10 years, 5 more people go missing from that same bus stop, all caught on the same camera, all walking into the woods after the man in the coat appears. Police eventually searched the forest. They didn't find bodies, but they found something worse, a circle of shoes, 6 pairs, all from the missing people. And hanging from the trees above, cassette tapes, dozens. When they played them, they heard breathing, whispers, a voice repeating, "One more to go, then I'm done." But that was 6 victims. If he needed 7, who was the 7th? That's when one of the detectives went missing. The tapes never stopped recording. They're still recording today. If you made it this far, you're one of the brave ones. Which story chilled you the most? Comment below. And if you love eerie, twisted, real, and sometimes unsolved murder mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a new upload. We'll be back in 2 days with more darkness. Until then, stay curious, but careful.